Did you see some of the fights last night?
Bro, I did. And it's funny because we were just talking about with your fights last night.
Yeah.
And then the fights last night, and then some other stuff. Like it just got this. It just has this thing that's burning in the back of my brain, bro.
Which one,
bro? Like last week we talked about DK Metcalf, right? Dude standing on business.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he doing his thing, right? But he's talking. He's talking noise.
Yeah.
Making people his son.
You're talking about Kobe. That's what you're talking about.
No,
right?
Metcalf.
Okay,
right,
okay.
right. But
all right, yeah,
I'm talking about, bro. So sportsmanship is like bad sportsmanship is running crazy right now, bro.
Yeah.
And like the thing that we do,
yeah,
combat sports, like for the most part, you get out. You beat each other within like inches of your life, and then you hug each other after and be like, "Yo, that was a hellified right hand that you just get." But there's always that line, bro. And I just feel like Kobe Covington is always near that line, bro. But that thing he did with Leon Edwards, bro.
No, yeah, it's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful, bro.
Way disrespectful. I see it like this. All right, this is how I see it. Either you build up the fight. All right, because at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Right.
Okay.
For sure.
You gotta put asses in the seats, sell tickets. It's a business. All right. So me and you build up the fight. Fuck you. I hate your face. Like that. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like that.
All day.
All right. We go in there, fucking whatever it is. Whether we fucking win, lose or draw, knock each other out, sub, whatever it is like that. All right. Hey, good shit, man. You had my number tonight.
Right.
All right. It's like that.
Right.
Or there's bad blood. Win, lose, or draw, I get fucking pissed off, you get fucking pissed off, and you just fucking go back to the fucking the locker room, win, lose, or draw like that. You soak in it, like, and then you know what? Freaking, you still talk shit.
Right.
But then you got people like freaking Kobe Covington, all right? That win, lose, and draw, they still, like they just don't break character.
Right.
Okay, and they still talk shit, like that, and they still try to get under your skin because, he's the type of person that casts the stone, all right? And he's going to follow through, all right? And he's going to stick to what he says no matter fucking how unnecessary it is.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
so if anybody doesn't know about it, all right, Leon Edwards, that this is something I had to, I just looked into a little bit more like that, but I think he got murdered. I think, it wasn't that he just, it was just not just his dad passed away. I think his dad got murdered. All right. Because I was hearing something else about it. I started doing a little bit of research on it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is where I think it goes past entertainment.
It gets way out of line.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. And then, and freaking, talking about, I'm going to take you through 7, freaking layers of hell. We're going to meet your father on one of those too and stuff like that.
Yep.
And after the fight, Leon Edwards was like, bro, I was so emotional. It was very hard for me to calm down and not just see red. You know what I mean? And that, honestly, that takes a lot of freaking control. And it's just a quality of a true champion, to do that because, that shit throws you off. You know what I mean?
Right.
If someone says something about my mother, like that, I'm like, you best believe I'm catching a lawsuit right there, freaking.
But it's weird though because people don't know, you don't know what people have been through.
No, you don't know. Yeah,
you don't have any, and it doesn't matter. Like sometimes people go through stuff with their family and it turns them good. Sometimes it turns them bad. Sometimes it's a real like we were talking about in last month with the men's mental health. Like sometimes something will happen and somebody's right on the edge, bro.
Yeah. Like
you never know where people are, and there's just certain things like that I feel are just. Mike Tyson told a man, "I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, faggot." He said that to the man, and you know what? That's cool. Mm-hmm. But he didn't say anything about the. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't go outside of anything else.
Yeah, he ain't talking about his mom, his grandma, freaking, children like that. Like
crazy.
I think of if everything that's an unspoken rule. Like you just don't go after the family.
You just leave it.
religion too, you know, like that, because even Connor and Khabib, you know, with the whole religion like that, you know, like that's like church and state.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Separate that.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah, and
yeah.
like, you know, because then also, you know, Sean Strickland. Did you see
Bro.
what happened in the crowd with them?
No, in the crowd. No. Tell me what happened in the crowd.
No, like, so I don't know if like Sean Strickland, like he doesn't rub me the right way,
bro.
All right, like there's certain things that he says and shit. I'm like what kind of fucking back hill Kentucky fucking
bro?
You know,
he just
shit,
walked out of a fucking trailer yesterday.
Double wide trailer trash, fucking. You know, where did y'all find this dude? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like he just says real absurd things. You know?
Right. All the time.
You know how they always like in the crowd they're always like, oh, you know the next fight is, and it's a camera and like that. Well, like they're literally like 4 rows, you know, freaking Sean's in front, you know, Duplessis, who's gonna fight freaking for the next, you know, for the next title shot is like 4 rows behind him. You know, Duplessis flexing like that, and Sean's like fucking throwing the finger at him and stuff like. Bro, you see, like this is right on that camera, like, you know, during the, like, you know, when the ring. Sean fucking turns around, and I think it was Chuck Liddell that was right behind him. He's like, bro, Superman dives over those fucking aisles and starts fucking down punching on Duplessis. It like I saw like a kid freaking in the middle of it too. They had to fucking get it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Bro.
Like for sure, like I don't know how he's gonna escape freaking not getting like charges pressed on him.
Bro, he's so outrageous. But did you see what he said about Kobe Covington, bro?
Yeah, you know. And so let's go back to the Covington thing. Like you know, even him, you know, like even him, he has morals.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even him.
Yeah, even him, he has morals, and he called it, you know, a spade, and he is like, bro, like this dude's a fucking dick and he's an asshole.
Right.
Like. He doesn't understand if he even has friends, because he's the type of person that would burn every fucking bridge to fucking, you know, make a name for himself like that. You know, because like I don't know if you've ever really kept track of Kobe Covington's history and stuff like that, because he was on a downhill, and it wasn't until he started putting on this facade, this, you know, make America great again,
when he jumped on the Trump bandwagon.
Yeah, like that.
Did he fight Kamaru Usman?
Yeah, and then he starts, you know, freaking really putting on this patriotic, you know, fucking pro-American fucking facade.
Right.
That he started stringing along fucking wins, and then and he just continued making, you know, playing the character like that.
Right.
You know, and then freaking even with the whole Masvidal thing, because that's where it really started.
Yeah, game.
You know what I mean? Because I've had this too. I wanted to bring this up since
they
we're
fought in the street, right?
No, yeah. Well, okay. So let me see. Masvidal just finished his freaking just finished his sentences and settled. Let me see if I have this.
Because they had like in Miami, they got into like a
like
a street fight or some shit.
Yeah, Jorge was like, yeah, this is for sure. It's on site like that. Yeah, because you know, first it was, you know, after the fight, you know,
right,
like that after Kobe Covington beat Masvidal,
right.
You know, I think in the post presser or something like that, Jorge was able to get to him, or like in the parking lot the next day or something like that. But let me see right here. This is a report that came out from Jorge. Me and Kobe are going to see each other someday, whether it's going to be a fucking cage, you know, I don't know where, you know, the fuck is going to be at. We're going to see each other. Him lying on my name and him pressing charges, all because he did, you know, get to him. I think it was in the club that you're talking about. For everything he's done, we'll see each other like that, and it's going to be on site. I'm going to knock the rest of his teeth out. That's what he said. And he actually had to go to court, and there was a settlement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think there was some community service, you know, involved and things like that. And because I believe the charges went from dropped from a felony to a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. That sounds right. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
So you know that, you know, but yeah, you know, like Kobe Covington is like, you know, the church and state factor of it like that is like, you need to be able to separate that, you know, from the entertainment of taking it too far and personal, where you're talking about a man's late father, you know what I mean, you know, or somebody's religion or somebody's kids. Like, all that shit is unspoken, should never be touched.
Those are those things that make you. Here's what it is. Those are those things that people kill for.
Yes.
Those are the things that people kill for.
Bro,
It's not just a show. You got guys. I mean, you got guys that can talk a good game. They can put on a hell of a show. One of the best shows, one of the best pre-game, pre-fight shit talking shows in the UFC. Mm-hmm. Double J and DC.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
But
that was bad blood, you know what I mean?
That was bad. Like that was real bad blood.
It was real bad blood. Win, lose or draw. You know, even though freaking John Jones got the better of all three fights and stuff like that, they went straight back to their freaking their locker rooms. They soaked it in. One was freaking happy soaking it in. The other one was fucking pissed off soaking it in like that. But I don't think at any one time it was ever like, you know, oh, you're fucking, you know, you're a cokehead and you fucking cheat on your wife, or you're, you know, like, you know, like he said, like it's like, yeah,
a little bit.
He just let it. He not like he never talked about the wife. He always talked about him being. He
always talked about him. Right.
It's not like, you know, oh, you fuck you and you're like, you know, your family and shit. Like, no, it was always about them and their flaws. You know, how to hype up the fight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which is what it should be. Mm-hmm. Which is really what it should be.
You know, and even to this day, you know, even though DC's a fucking commentator and he's an interviewer and stuff like that, and then he has to put on the professional, you know, freaking suit on when he has to interview John Jones that is still active like that. And like, yeah, you know, freaking, they're still bickering and chipping at each other, you know, freaking, you know, that because that's bad blood, you know what I mean? Like,
the best one was that one where they were mic'd up. Cameras were rolling, but the interview wasn't going, and they were just
still there, bitch. Yeah, you know, yeah.
That was the best, bro. You know. That was the best. I love that became the interview. I don't even remember what the actual interview was. I only remember the outtake from the interview.
On CNN or some shit like that. You know,
that was the best, bro. That was the best. But then, because you got Kobe Covington, right? And you know his whole thing, and he loses the fight against Leon Edwards because. You know, call it karma. You know, it was a 5-round decision. So, call it karma. Call it whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's there. But then we go one sport over. Not a combat sport.
Which one?
At all. NBA, bro. This dude's a fucking psycho.
Oh man, I knew you were gonna bring him up.
Come on, man, you got to, bro. They slapped him with a fine.
No, bro, not just a fine. He's indefinitely suspended for this season. He can't play ball no more.
Bro, this dude did a whirling windmill, and I don't even pretend I can say the guy's name.
I can't even think of a dirtier player. You know, freaking like you're talking about like. Bill that beer,
right?
You know, hitting motherfuckers,
right? He's gone back to the '80s, bro.
Yeah, like you gotta go
back to
the
'80s.
Yeah.
He's just like, bro. He's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
he's crazy.
Yeah, Draymond. Who's the one comedian? I want to say it was Mike Epps. He has a bit on Draymond. You know, he's
God.
like, you know, he says like his name like 3 or 4 times. Draymond Green.
Right.
It's like you couldn't get a more blacker name, you know, from the hood, you know, like that. Because I think Draymond Green was in the thing. It's like this motherfucker, dog.
Bro,
like
that dude is a gangster. Did you see the one where he stepped on the dude's belly when he was down?
Like everything, stepping on nuts, kicking nuts, you know, freaking backhanding people, elbowing people, like. I haven't seen a more dirtier player. Yeah. Like, you know, I was like, come on now. It's not even basketball.
Dirty. Yeah. It's just,
not even basketball.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
You know, like that. Like, you know.
Bro. Drake. And it's weird because otherwise, that's a really clean cut team.
Yeah, like they can freaking, you know, they're not prime Golden State, you know what I mean, but you know they can be dangerous and freaking probably make it into the East would it be the Western Conference Finals, and like that, you know, to really like that, you know, I can see them there, but
you know, Steph Curry looks like a little kid, Klay Thompson looks like a little kid, like they're all like really like clean cut, like kind of schoolboyish looking, and then here comes Draymond just to.
I get it. I get when like, you know, there's ever like let's think about freaking Klay Thompson's last scuffle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this was like off the freaking jump.
Right.
You know, like that, you know, a couple pushing and shoving, fucking, you know, jersey gets ripped like that. I can see that why Draymond will come in and back up your player.
Yep.
No, this is like every game, bro.
It's all the time.
For whatever
it's
it is,
just
you know,
whatever.
Like that. You know, he's not getting rebounds, he elbows people.
Right.
You know?
Who called the timeout?
Yeah, he'd be like
It's good to timeout.
he fucking drove the latest, scored on him. He's fucking
right. Like, what are you talking about,
it's
dude?
crazy.
It's crazy.
And the memes, bro. The memes are just so crazy. The one I sent you this morning, bro. I had me rolling.
I love Draymond.
You saw that WWE is reaching out with a contract for him now that he's suspended. Freaking because Triple H. I don't even know his real name.
Who? Triple H?
Yeah, you know Triple H's real name?
It's Hunter something Helmsley.
Yeah. Well, Triple H.
Yeah, it's Hunter something else. I can't remember.
You know, he, you know, there's reports saying that now since he's suspended, you know, they kind of want him in the WWE doing some side shows and shit like
ridiculous.
that. So would it be the first time a basketball player ever crossover her?
So now, but wait a minute, because Kobe Covington, extreme, right? Draymond, extreme. Did you hear about the other unsportsmanlike fine?
For NFL?
In the NFL, bro.
That I don't even like.
Bro,
yeah.
You cannot publicly criticize the officials who control the game.
What can you do?
What can I do?
Yeah, like that's kind of borderline, you know, freaking
yes.
You know,
free speech.
Freedom of speech. That's First Amendment, right?
Yeah,
First Amendment, right? Like that. Yeah, that's borderline First Amendment. You know, but then again, it's like, okay, it is, you know, NFL, the brand, you know, policies.
Right.
I don't get how policies trump, you know, amendments. you know what I mean? How does a policy trump an amendment?
It's funny because they really don't. Only a lot of the stuff like that, like by the time you challenge it, right? Like by the time you challenge it. So let's see, Mahomes got 50 and Reed got 100.
100.
Right?
100,000.
100,000.
We've said about ridiculous fines before on this show.
So
yeah.
So but by the time now you have to sue.
Yeah, the litigation of everything, it just takes so long. It's like
you'll spend that.
It's like $20 for
over.
them to like get it, like
just
move
here you
on.
go, and I'm done with it.
Fuck that. I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's about principle. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, the thing is, I mean, where else is it that you can't criticize? Like somebody makes a bad call, and let's be fair. Refs across every sport make bad calls because they're human.
I don't envy refs.
I don't envy refs at all. You refed.
Yeah, I don't envy refs at all. You know, things happen in a split decision, especially in sports.
Right.
You know, it's bang bang plays like that.
Right.
And as a ref, the reason that you're there is because you have enough experience. Like some of these refs have been in there 15, 20 years,
right.
You know, and they have enough experience that like they know how to make the right judgment call. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to get it right.
Right.
But every once in a while, that one time that's very questionable, you know, and I get it. You have to stand on your shield, you know, freaking live by it or die by it like that. Yeah. And you know, and protect. Right. You know, in this sense, you have to protect the shield, meaning the NFL logo. You know what I mean? And nobody ever wants to go back on the word. They already said it. They made the call. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
But like, did you see the play,
bro?
Like, you know, because like in football, what position you played? Did you ever play on offense?
Defensive. Well, tight end.
Okay, but even if offensive defense, all right, like that, I'm pretty sure like you see every single time when wide receivers line up, what do?
Bro, they're moving a little bit. They may go forward.
No. Like, this is before the snap, all right, and I like that. So every single time, I was never a wide receiver or anything like that, but I know exactly what they do. They line up. They look at the scrimmage line. They look at the ref. All right, they point at the ref, you know, to get acknowledgement like that, because that sideline ref would be like, you know, you're good, or
make sure that sure you're not offside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know, so. Whatever that I like, these are professional people that have been in there for they're at the highest level, you know, you can be at.
Right.
You know, and I think it was Tooney that got caught for the offsides.
Yeah.
That ultimately freaking you know, fucked the whole play like that. You know, like come on now. All right, I'm pretty sure that ref acknowledged them, you know, when he checked it. you know, and he felt that he was onside, right? And then so maybe I don't know what other ref that actually made the call that was offsides like that is like
line ref back.
Yeah,
but you know the thing is because offsides for Eric, sure everybody knows, but offsides is when you line up past the ball.
Yeah,
like
you're not behind the ball.
You're not behind the ball. You're in front of the ball. But it's all about perception at this point because wide receiver, I may be 5-10 yards off the ball.
Yeah,
in a lateral line. So when I look over,
I look good.
It looks good to me. Like I look okay. And then you have the thing that, you know, some centers, we've all seen the centers that do it. You know, they grab the ball.
And they go a little bit.
And they move it a little bit, just enough to, you know, there's a lot. But I mean, damn, man, sometimes we've all talked about we've all seen the refs, like in basketball, refs just let them play. You know, you know, refs calling too many calls, refs not calling enough calls.
Like, let them play.
Yeah, refs not stopping fights early enough in the UFC. Refs stopping fights too early. Like you've all seen it too late. You've all seen the judgment calls, but to prevent somebody from just being able to say, "Hey, man, that's a bad call," like they didn't say they were going to go to that man's house and kill him.
You know, like I'm a strong believer that, you know, when it's a close games like that and then refs, you know, freaking, you know, make a bad call, you know, like that they need to be fined. I'm a huge, you know, advocate for that. Like refs, like when it's, you know,
bro,
apparent that they made a bad call. Like you know, this brings me back to that one first base ref. I don't know what pitcher it was, but he was on a no hitter, and it's the very last freaking pitch, like that freaking the freaking guy hits the ball. It was a little dribbler. Pitcher picks it up, throws it to first. It was a bang bang play, and freaking calls the guy safe. Then afterwards, they look at it, and it was freaking he was out.
Definitely out, right?
Yeah. And fucked up his no hitter.
Right.
He ends up freaking throwing out the next guy like that. They won the game like that, but took the guy's fucking no hitter away. You know what I mean?
My no hitter's gone.
Shit like that. Nah, that ref needs to be fucking fined huge.
But it's like in that situation, you can't take it back. Like I can't take it back now.
Yeah, that's why they did.
I can't take it back. And so when you have, because we've seen the games that the refs made a bad call, it really wasn't offsides. It should have been 4th and out.
Yeah.
But now you called it offsides. Now they're first and goal, and then they score, and it's like, wait a minute, we just lost the game because you completely botched the play, and there's no fixing it. Like that's it. Like I'm going home.
I think what wasn't there like a big last year? Who played in the Super Bowl last year? It was the Chiefs and...
It was definitely the Chiefs.
The Chiefs and... It wasn't the 49ers, was it?
No.
No, the Eagles. The Chiefs and the Eagles. The Chiefs and the Eagles. All right? And I remember I remember there was the very last play, all right, that freaking was like a decisive play. You know, whether the freaking Eagles or the Chiefs were going to win it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there was a call... It was one of those calls I can't remember, but I know it's what ended the game. Chiefs were up, I think, by a freaking field goal, all right, and freaking the Eagles were driving to make a touchdown or at least tie it up, like that. And it was one of those calls where it was a pass interference, you know, call like that, or like and I think, you know, whatever it is. And then freaking that was the game right there, that call. And it's like, bro, really? This is the Super Bowl, and you're gonna make a call like that? You know, and it's a sliver of freaking what of what it really is. It's not egregious freaking
right.
like that. And you just decided the game. You didn't let these boys just play.
You took incidental contact and made it pass interference.
Yeah, I was like, you know, shit like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I hate seeing stuff like that.
But some people look at it the other side and say, but this is a crucial game where you can't make any mistakes. But it's like,
got to make that call.
But it's like.
Rules are rules. That's where
sometimes you got to let the guy
just let them play,
because we all know that they're not calling everything out there that should be called.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I just but those guys, Mahomes and Reed, on the lighter end of the spectrum, right, get $100K in fines.
Yeah.
Draymond deserves his suspension, bro.
100%.
He 100% deserves his indefinite suspension.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know Covington puts asses in seats, bro, but fuck, man.
Yeah. What is he on, a 2-fight losing streak right now?
He just lost to Leon, and his last fight was against
Usman. He lost. He won. He lost to Usman, won against another guy, and then got his match against Leon because he was just next in line. Yeah,
that's probably right.
And like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think you're gonna be hearing too much from him for title contention anytime soon, like that. I think he did.
Yeah, it was. Up against Woodley, down against Usman, up against Masvidal, and then
so
down
it's just
against
been up and down,
Bro,
nothing too really stringing wins together. And like that freaking whole that whole division is pretty stacked too, because there's like 3 guys that are coming, after that belt that are like undefeated or something like that.
Yeah.
Is he number 1 or number 2 contender? What is he on the ranking?
Well, he probably dropped down after the.
Yeah, I think he was like number 2 or 3 or something like that.
Probably.
Okay.
Let me see where. I don't see where this fucking ranking is. But yeah, but that was just something. I'll look it up and see. But that was just something, man. That was really like, it was just weird that this week in the news there came all this like unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah,
it was all back. It was all back to back.
Yeah.
And now. You want to talk about putting asses in seats? This is complete. I don't even know where these people fight. I have no idea, bro. But I think we've all seen these guys in like this Eastern Bloc MMA where they do these press conferences that are like full on fights in the middle of the press. Like dudes got on skinny jeans and a button up.
That is
the
fight.
I'm like, what? This dude just flying drop kicked this dude in the fucking face. And I'm like, what is that? Yeah, I mean that's asses in seats because. But I really want to know what. Like I haven't been able to find out what they're fighting because I want to see the actual fights, bro.
I think that is the fight, bro.
I think that. Yeah. I mean, it certainly looks like it, bro.